So Kirk Cousins actually signs with the Atlanta Falcons, 4 years, $180 million. This is the Fantasy Sports Boss. Videos are going to be coming hot and heavy over the next half hour as I take each individual fantasy relevant transaction today and discuss it at length. I have a full pot of coffee ready, so I'm going to be ready to go for the long haul here. But going to start with Cousins because he was the number one free agent out there in my book, and he now goes to the Atlanta Falcons. And what you could say about Kirk Cousins is this guy knows how to make money. When he left the Washington Redskins, using the Jets to get what he wanted from the Vikings, and now this deal with Atlanta, coming off a torn Achilles, no less. At the age of 36, this is a tremendous deal for him. Massive fantasy football ramifications, which we'll get to. But as far as Cousins is concerned, and guys, hit that subscribe button if you're new. As far as Cousins is concerned, I don't think it changes his value much. He's always in that QB 10, 11, 12 range almost every year of his career, going back to his last few years with the Commanders or the Redskins, whatever, as they were known then. Throughout his stay with Minnesota. And last season, he was having his best year on a per-game basis before he tore the Achilles. Now, the Achilles tendon injury is an injury that happens to aging quarterbacks, a la Vinny Testaverde back in the day with the Jets, a la Aaron Rodgers, again with the Jets last season, and now you have Kirk Cousins. So, for me, it's not going to change his fantasy value as much because, again, he'll be in that 10, 11, 12 range. The collection of weapons, though, in Atlanta, these guys are going to go nuclear, in particular Drake London. So Drake London, guys, if I'm there at the end of round 2, I'm really seriously looking at Drake London. Like, no doubt about it. The 8th overall pick, 2022 draft, the top receiver off the board. This guy, if you look at his rate stats, his advanced metrics his first 2 years in the league. Now, I know the numbers overall are a bit disappointing, but he's got some of the best rates of separation you will see. His textbook running is off the charts. He has all the tools. He may not have the blazing speed, but he wins the contested ball. Like I said, he generates a tremendous separation right off the snap. He is going to go to the moon this season. We saw what Kirk Cousins did with Justin Jefferson. And not only Drake London, but Kyle Pitts. Jonnu Smith is now in Miami. Kyle Pitts, who has been disappointing to this point. No doubt. How much of the blame is to Arthur Smith? How much is it for Kyle Pitts? I think it's probably 70-30 Smith. But looking at what Kirk Cousins did for TJ Hawkinson. Hawkinson was a good player in Detroit, but he went to another level statistically with the Vikings. This is what's in store for Kyle Pitts now. So I am bullish on Kyle Pitts, and tight end is now quite deep. And this is going to be a theme that I'm going to talk about throughout this offseason. The tight end position is as deep as it's ever been, and that might allow Kyle Pitts to slip a little bit. But Drake London, everybody and their mother is going to be on Drake London, and rightfully so. I see Drake London absolutely going ballistic this season. Let me pull up what I have for him in terms of prospective outlook. I have him right in there with that Chris Olave, Michael Pittman range. His 60, what did he have last year? 69 catches, 905 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Per catch, the yardage was good, but of course not scoring. That's going to change. I think he's going for 98 catches, and this might be conservative. 98 catches, 1,281 yards, 9 touchdowns. All right? Those are wide receiver PPR 1 numbers. And even if you have to use a mid-first round pick, a second-round pick on London, I think I might do it. Like, I'm all about the receivers early. So if I draft a wide receiver in the first round, I might very well come back and take a wide receiver a la Drake London in round 2. Kirk Cousins, his value doesn't change much, but Kyle Pitts and especially Drake London are to the moon. Let me know what you think. More videos on the way soon. Stay tuned.